What's up, everybody? That guy here, and today we are playing Atlas. I just started playing this and I just got it, and man, is it a lot of fun. Honestly, I really love this little game. Uh, it's really cutesy. I think it's great. The combat's pretty fun. It's a nice chill game to, relax, not really have to think about many things. And so, what am I talking about today? Well, today I am talking about who am I? The struggle for self identity and knowing the person you want to be. Ooh, I just fell. So, I wanted to talk about this because recently I hung out with my friends and I was just like, how do I act? I genuinely don't know is what um how oh man, I'm stumbling on my words today. I honestly don't know what version of me or what emotions or personality is my real me. Okay, so let me start from the beginning. Let me explain this concept a little better. So, essentially there's two versions of me, right? You've got the one at school and the one where I'm with friends in a social atmosphere. And that one is, it's as you expect. I'm pretty extroverted, I would say. I'm very much um, just, having fun with everybody, socializing, being very, open and even, I even do a bunch of, cringe stuff. And it's very outgoing, you know? Just talking with people. It's all's good. But then the other side of that coin, the polar opposite I uh that I encompass when I'm at home is just silent, quiet, reserved in my room, not really saying anything. Yeah, I'm even like this at school when I'm really tired, where I just don't really care about anything and I just want to lay down and die and sleep forever. So at home, I'm a completely different person. I would consider myself actually overall, I'm very introverted. I'm honestly talking to people drains my energy a lot, and I'm really tired and I just don't really show it at all. And at home, well, I would say it's more of the real me, but at the same time, it's more depressing. It's much sadder, And so that begs the question, what part of me is the real me? What part of me would I consider to be that guy? I'm not gonna say my real name, but that guy. What is it? Who is that guy? I have no idea. I have no idea what part at school or at home I would consider to be the type of person I am. Because I am fluent in both what's it called? In both forms. I could be very extroverted and very introverted not simultaneously, but it's easy for me to switch between them. Um, it's not like I'm constantly that's not. I want to know if that's the core part of my personality. I don't know which one's my actual personality because it's they're polar opposite things. What, I guess I have mood swings. Is that what it is? I don't really even know. And so I've been going through this identity crisis in the sense of I have no idea the type of person I am, and I don't know what the type of person I want to be either. Because yeah, while it's great to socialize and while it's great to be lively with others, at the same time it's really, really tiring. You know, I I don't want to constantly always be 100%. Oh, let's go and do this and this and this and oh, 100% of the time. It's so tiring to do that 100% of the time. I don't want to do that 100% of the time. But now when you consider the other side, when you consider you know, the quiet side, I feel like I just waste away. My quiet side, I don't socialize at all. My quiet side, I just kind of do my own thing and don't really pay attention to anything else. I'm just reserved and on my own, and I'm lonely. I'm isolated. So, you know, that's not really that great either. That's like my true me, and I don't have to waste energy. But at the same time, it's like I'm not with anybody. So, yeah, what is the real me? I have no idea whatsoever. But I will say that, again, I lean towards introversion, and I think that maybe both of them, both sides are just part of my personality. It's just all about a given social situation that changes it up. You know, I still like the same things, I have the same interests regardless of what social situation I am, and I still have the same hopes and aspirations and all that, and same values. So, you know, it might not be that big of a deal. I will say though, I struggle to connect with people in terms of hobbies, like 100%. Like literally, like at school, I feel like everybody's hobbies and groups and things that they're a part of are vastly different from mine. Like, you know, I'm a nerd. I'll admit that. I'm a nerd. That's fine. You know, nerds are cool now. As I was telling my mom. But I don't fit in with the other nerds and the other people who also are nerdy in their own respective aspects, and own respective clubs and stuff at school. You know, like for example, I am part of speech and debate, but I would never classify myself as a speech kid. No way. I am not a speech kid whatsoever because ultimately that is not my passion. I am not that passionate about speech. Maybe like I was like at the beginning of like sophomore year or freshman year, but now I'm just like I don't really like it. You know, I've done it for so long. It's not. I don't even know if it's necessarily I'm tired of it. It's just like I feel like there's other hobbies of mine and other like activities that I've done that are so much more rewarding and that are so much more fun for me. And so even though I'm in speech and debate, even though I am literally the captain, oh, that was loud. Even though I am literally the captain, I don't really like it. It's not that fun. So, what about band? I was also part of band, and same thing there. Did it for 3 years, and I quit. And I haven't done it. I quit like end of last year, basically. So basically, last year was my final year, and I quit, and I don't do it anymore. I didn't do it this year, and I quit because I didn't relate to the people in it, and I didn't find it fun. It was mainly because I didn't find it fun. I did not find it, uh, like satisfying, or like I didn't really like playing music. You know, that whole performance aspect. It just wasn't for me. It wasn't for me, and that's okay. But I didn't relate to the people in it either, right? Like I was just a kid in band. I was not a band kid. If you guys get what I'm saying. So there are so many instances of that where people will be talking about one thing or mentioning one thing, or they're really into this thing. Oh man, don't even get me started on music. People listen to the same type of music at my school, like the exact same, and I am totally weird and indie, and I like all these old bands, and they called me old head, um, because apparently liking what's it called? Because apparently liking like the Beach Boys is like, oh, is a crazy crazy thing. So yeah, I just don't really relate to people that well. And so because of that, since I don't identify with clubs, I don't really have the same passions that other people do. And even personality wise, I have a vastly different personality. I literally, like I mentioned this before, I'm really responsible, really um on top of things, organized, but also at the same time, I could I'm really like I could be kind of out of pocket. I'm kind of, yeah, I'm nerdy. I make a lot of references to stuff. I'm not like but I'm still caring. I'm not like total like oh, like, did you hear it's like that scene from like the Revenge of the Sith, da, 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 da. Not like that. I just mean there are things that I'm passionate about that other people do not get. I can make a reference to the movie, to a movie, and my friends would just be like, "What are you talking about, dude? I've never seen that movie." Stuff like that, you know. It's hard to interact socially because of that, and also especially when it comes to like certain serious topics, or like certain things like, ugh, I hate politics, and also I hate it when people are like don't care about learning as well. I don't know. There's a lot of things. I could kind of rant about this. But in essence, that's why I lean towards being by myself, because if people can't relate to me, then all right, I'll just be by myself, you know, I'll just chill and be in my nice little bubble. I will say though that I reflect a lot. I reflect a lot on myself and like, you know, what exactly am I doing in my life? How was my day? I'm doing this channel obviously as a means of getting my thoughts out because I feel like I need it. But oh shit. Uh, but I will say that I feel like an asshole to other people sometimes. And there's like a lot of other like fears of that. I have a fear of my image. I've kind of like image issues. Like even though I'm not like a popular guy at school. It's not like, oh, I have a reputation to maintain or anything like that, but I just kind of like always I'm thinking about like, man, am I really annoying to other people? Am I really like, you know, what do other people think of me? Like seriously, like do other people think I'm cool? Do they like it when I hang out with them, etc., etc.? Because, you know, I felt that way about other people. It's like I don't really want to hang out with them, but I don't know if they're getting the cue, the social cue, you know. But what's most damning though is that as a result, I feel fake. I feel like I have a mask and I'm constantly wearing. And when I'm at school, I try to relate to other people just so, you know, just like, you know, just to relate, just to, you know, have friends. When in reality, it's something that I might not even be into and stuff. I feel like I have a mask constantly put on because, you know, the whole societal thing, don't show your emotions. There's also that. And I just want to be left alone a lot of the time. I just want to be by myself and I don't really want to interact with anybody else. And I think a lot of people don't get my inner struggle. I don't share this at all. I don't share these videos. I haven't shared with anybody. Um, Obviously, I kind of want, you know, honestly, I kind of want it so that my friends like discover that on my own, and then they they listen to it without me having to explain anything. I explain it in these videos, and then they're like, oh, okay, I could just watch this video to see what he thinks about blah blah blah. By the way, hi Jaden, if you're watching, thanks for visiting my channel and listening to me. I don't know if you're listening right now, but really, I really appreciate it when you told me yesterday that you were watching, because I kind of wanted other people to hear it, or you guys to hear it, just more like just not in like such a like annoying way, or like a and not really in like such a like a oh um I feel sad and can you please like can you like I don't want to beg, you know. I don't want to beg and like be like, oh, can you please listen to me and hear me out and blah blah blah. So thank you. Anyway, I don't tell my parents about the way I feel anymore. I tried before, and then like, you know, the they were starting to give me advice, but I'm just scared. You know, when they gave me advice, I was just kind of like, it kind of felt like a little bit like they were not berating me, but they were kind of lecturing me, and that's something I really hate, especially when I'm vulnerable and stuff. So ultimately, I don't tell my parents this. I don't tell anybody this about my fear of being judged. And I feel like my hobbies are the only ways of really me releasing my anger and sadness and whatever else like stuff that I built up. Like even like my animations and all of my like work, like a lot of it is related to how I feel, just like in like the form of art. You know, like I don't say anything explicitly. Oh my god, I don't say anything explicitly. um I just like kind of like allude to certain things, right? Oh, god damn it. I allude to certain things, but it's all symbolism, if that makes sense. And so ultimately, I try to be discreet about certain things, and it's hard. It's really hard like just to be like that and not to be super forward. And I don't like being forward because again, I don't want to be a burden. I think I might have I think I might have talked about it in my you can't rely on anyone video, but I hate like being a burden and kind of like bringing up random traumas and putting that weight on other people. I hate doing that. I do not. I'm like a very like I guess altruistic person. I don't even know if I'm using that word right. I'm almost an adult. I don't need to be babied, and I don't want people mischaracterizing me either. I don't want anybody to think of me differently whatsoever. I am my own person, and it's hard for me to open up, but I'll be okay. That's all I want people to know. I'll be okay, and I just need to get through things by myself. That's just the way that I am. I'm independent like that. I just hope that in college and in the future that I find my people. It's been a bit lonely, you know. Uh, I mean, like, yeah, I got friends and all that, but I mean, it's most of like this people I talk about and I talk to in school. It's like all this like superficial crap. It's like, you know, what did you see that? It's literally like, oh, did you see that new game last night or whatever? It's really just like, oh, did you see that meme? And just the same jokes over and over. It's not really anything. It's not. There's no substance, and it sucks. Mainly because a lot of people don't open up with themselves again. Like I was saying. Um, I hope I find my people in the future and in college. And I also hope I find uh dude, I would also want to like I haven't really said this, but like I would also want to find like a girl that actually like, you know, uh like gets me, I guess, and that also like, you know, that we have the same values and whatnot. I'll just say I'm not gonna go into depth, but I'm just saying I got my heart broken and that sucked. So yeah, things didn't work out. So I hope in the future, whatever happens, it works out. But yeah, who am I? I don't know, and I hope to figure that out someday. I wish other people would give me a definition too. Okay. Man, this dungeon is really hard. For those of you listening, I'm Atlas like is a really fun game, but man, some of the dungeons are pretty hard. But I really like the art style and everything. The gameplay is pretty fun too. Overall, pretty fun. I'm glad I found this. It's good. Anyway, I got a lot of work to do. Like today, it's gonna suck. All right, boom, finish the dungeon. Oh, I guess not. Save and quit. And that's all from me. This one was kind of sporadic. I wrote down what I was gonna say, but even then I still messed it up and started ranting about weird stuff. So sorry about that. I promise the next one. I also probably won't play Atlas because that was hard. I promise for the next one I'll, like, you know, try not to stutter as much and try not to be so scatterbrained because yeah, this one's not that great, but it's okay. Anyway, I'll see you guys later.